knee spurs, so I'm not going to keep using them if I don't have to. And oh, there go the cattle. The cows. I'm not going to. This is probably, I think tomorrow will be Zara's last day with me. Who's forward now? So, you know, today we're just having a bit of a muck around. Zara's at a really good place, and instead of doing a whole heap of boring training, I thought we'd just have a bit of fun with Zara today. Those damn cows have spiced things up, haven't they? Good girl. She's really coming along so nicely. I could not be happier with this mare. Good girl. Close that outside leg on her because she likes to drift that shoulder out or leak that shoulder out as she comes around the corner there. Good girl. Good girl. Love how she's starting to really shape her body. When I change my legs, I put the inside leg on, my outside leg becomes my inside leg, and I just see her shape her body beautifully. And here she wants to lean a little, she's going to push. Good girl. She just stands that shoulder up so nicely. Just hold that rein up. There you go, good girl. Good. Here I'm just going to squeeze her up into a canter. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, that was lovely. Oh, leaking out through the shoulder. Keep going. Come on. Good girl. So here she wants to leak. I'm just going to pick that. It's the same as when you trot. You pick that inside rein up and you... Good girl. Good girl. I'm just here. I'm just trying to soften her face a little. Instead of having her bore down on my hands. Beautiful work, Zara. Good job. Good job. Bring her back to a trot. Good girl. Good. Bend her the other way. Come on. Good girl. So this is Zara's challenging side. We worked quite a bit on the canter on the lunge this morning. Just working through transitions from trot to canter, making sure that she picks up the correct lead. So I really worked on changing directions, a couple of strides of trot and then pick up the right lead into canter, change directions, same deal, a couple of strides of trot and then into a canter. She was doing really well with that. I find the more you balance them up on the ground, the better they get under saddle. So when they're really struggling with a lead, it's easier to drill them on the ground about it than try and persevere with them under saddle. You'll get it under saddle if you choose to do it that way, but good girl. That was perfect, Zara. Good. I'm just going to let her bowl along now. She picked up the right lead straight away. This is her side she always picks up the wrong lead on. Good. Good girl. Which is interesting because usually when she gets the right lead, she's actually quite upright on this side, but she struggles to strike off. Good girl. That was lovely how she came back then. She stayed in frame and she just came back to me so nicely. Good girl, Zara. She's that inside leg shake her again. So now we're going to come through the centre. Use the outside leg. Push her shoulders over. Good girl. See, essentially when you do that, you almost form a yin-yang type of shape. You sort of do a bit of a serpentine through the centre. Those damn cows are still running around up there, aren't they, Zara? So here you can see she's dropping that shoulder. It's going to pick that shoulder up. There, she's fighting a bit. I'm not going to allow her to do that. So if she pulls on a bit like that, I'm going to keep the pressure there till she softens to it. Yeah, good girl. Good. Good girl. So here, I'm going to push her up. No, see how she drops that shoulder there? I want that shoulder up. Good girl. Come on. There the cows go again. They're being idiots next door, aren't they, Zara? I'm really testing you out today. Yeah, shoulder, good girl. Come on. Come on. Good girl. So you'll see on this side, she's not as upright. She kind of drops, come on, into it. Just a little, not a lot. I've had a lot worse. Good girl. I'm going to come back to a trot now. I'm taking the pressure off, steady. Good girl, Zara. Get her focused. Push with that leg. Get her shape back. Good girl. Now I'm going to stop her. Whoa. Come back to me. Good girl. That was awesome. Good job. Good job. Gosh, this mare's coming along. You really are, aren't you? Huh? Yes, you are. All right. We'll go the other way now. What are you looking at? There's more cows up on that hill, hey? Good girl. Yep, you can have a look at those cows. They're cows too. Yeah? Just cows. Good girl. Come on. She was looking at that. She was quite interested in those cows. And then I felt her take a big sigh, like, oh, they're just cows. It's not a big deal. Good girl, Zara. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get her to pick this lead up correctly straight off the bat. His first time again. I set her up. I've got her shoulder nice and straight. Slide my leg back. Come on. She's trying to get out of frame, so I'm just going to bring her back. Bring her back. Come on. Good girl. I don't want you stopping. She was really trying to lean the other way. Come on. Good girl. Good. I'm just holding that shoulder up a little. Good girl. Good. Nah, that wasn't a whoop. All my horses, they know what that stop noise sounds like. All right, we're going to try again. She's looking for a stop. Come on. Good girl. Now here she's leaning. Just gonna fix that up a little, push with my inside leg, which is kind of hard when they're really powering along. There you go, good girl. And that shoulder back up, good girl, there you go. Now gonna come back to a trot, good girl. Good girl, keep working, keep trotting, good. Push with my inside leg. Push her across now, outside. Push, 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 good girl. Outside becomes inside leg. There. She's just hanging on my hands at the moment, so I'm gonna get her off them. There, good girl. I don't want Zara hanging. So when you see Zara over bend, quite often she's having a little argument with me. Yeah, good girl. Good. When she's actually working nicely, I have very light contact on her. So here I can feel her in my hand, but it's very light. Usually with my horses I don't like to feel them at all, except Zara has to learn to work to the contact a little. So I've allowed her to find that. Good girl, Zara. So here I'm going to do the same thing, inside leg on the girth, that holds her shoulder up. Here she wants to drop in. She's dropping in, so I'm just going to hold there. Good girl. Come on. Good. So what I'm teaching Zara here is to, instead of duck that shoulder and rush into the canter, is to hold that shoulder up and step up into the canter nicely. So we'll go again. She dropped out of the canter, which is all right. It just gives me more opportunity to train on her. Open. She's kind of boring down in my hands. I don't want to ask her while she's having an argument with me, because that means when she pops up into that canter, she's just going to really grab it and bowl on off. Lean. There we go. Come on. Just trying to lift her up here a little. Good girl. There, she wants to lean in. Pick that rein up. There you go. Good girl. Come on. Good. That was beautiful. Good work. Just going to pick this shoulder up. See her leaning. Pick it up. Good girl. Good. So here I'm going to slow her. And then, whoa, soften her, come back, soften your face, soften, she's still hanging, there,